Mr. Meka say, Kwame, any nipadodo na mo so Rodrygo so. Me sansu esi sudia. He's someone I like very much. There's been several times Amaka said me per Rodrygo Manchester City. But I want to say this, say he is being overpampered. Rodrygo. Let me explain to you why. Sir, Adrena, I want him call for three say Madrid are not being fair to him. He has been a crucial player. And so the attention is on Vinicius Jr. Recently, the attention is on Kylian Mbappe. No, me, I am a wawa. A bad thinking. Just say he should not even start thinking about this. You, this boy Rodrygo, you have not been better than Thibaut Courtois in recent years. Those years you speak about, you have not been better than Thibaut Courtois. Courtois or Madrid, he understands his level. On say Thibaut Courtois, complaints say attention and corner so can me kasi me both say Madrid players the Champions League no imagine a woman look back Thibaut Courtois na jama from A to Z, from Kenkring to Crank. I feel no we say PSG, Manchester City, I say Chelsea, big clubs ninja. Thibaut Courtois. One say Thibaut Courtois go for about months here to say, and attention the mame so, and they call Vinicius Junior so. Yeah, we are Champions League. Now man for Bob Vini, near about Tony Cruz. Only what Thibaut Courtois. Why na ye crucial? Are you the cornerstone of Real Madrid? I think Thibaut Courtois. Other than this boy, Safi no crowd make I say, free bench na buy no more resi, on the Manchester City game no more yadin, free bench be go. Won't even the no boy, yeah, save Madrid, I do some no. Even in that Manchester City game, send it Thibaut Courtois, and they keep him Madrid one game anymore. And can't about every visa.
That's what the credit is.
Credit necessary. Madrid are giving him the credit. It is a Thibaut Courtois so any saves against PSG City money there. Enka omo bedu sam pempe so no.
So very important.
So I'm saying what?
Pay attention to.
Say attention yes sir. Okay. Say on your good player and combo Madrid. Say on your good player and combo Madrid. Madrid are giving him that respect. But he's expecting too much. This boy, also ohun the level will be to say, or you're big. He's expecting, or you're big. Big one, dear one. Okay, see. On your big.
Oh, what do you go on your big player?
On your big. Or you're good player, on your big player.
What do you go, you're just good player?
Okay.
On your big player. Players are play on system game, play and do baby and Madrid on account.
Bench as some saying, Obi free bench, man, cause it makes him a big player. Now, what's a look? Me cram coming. Sir, what's a look? One, sir, me patron, yes, I may compare to Roselu. I'm just giving you an example. Send a go on here, someone see. I'm saying, say, Afina Rodrygo no free bench, but only come a finger free bench, but 2 years ago, a very effective game, and Madrid, you know. And yes, I cameo appearances now the Hoselu provided Madrid last year. Against Bayern Munich, qualifying for about Papa, no, don't call. What I say? Oh, yes, sir, Madrid respects you a lot. But I say, yeah, chess or respect. Na ye cheche respect her. Ken, si ye cheche sa dia. Enye, ye be check esia ne dia ma Thibaut Courtois. Ye be check esia dia ma Antonio Rudiger. Ye be check esia dia ma Toni Kroos. These are important players. Ken, obi ntimi nya Messi o. Obi ntimi nya Ronaldo. Hwe maturity. Emamu we say, ewiase ne nya pe. So who nya ebie wadwuma ma hu se wiase nye nyina ye nyepe. There are players are almost so chain. He will play her. It is swampa say Messi from 2008 to the last time we all free Barcelona. Time will picky year pano. Afibiana na Messi not the best player. Accept your role. Say bona here, but yes, I am playing crucial role. There are players be wa omo weni mu chemi. What is asam na se na obo baller? And no. Once a most so akura way so too much. Only born a ball, but the kind of level of person with no quantity. Please. On this level, now say, Sir Vinicius Junior Beshi also obey you at Real Madrid or you're ahead of him. As I'm not thinking in it, you know. Ah, and then Rodrygo. Madrid for Omoma could I say, oh, pet, Negidia, oh man, on Konon level, baby. Oh, me dear, my precra. Tibuku to a crowd, Bobo, Papa cry, at what Dinkasa. Now, what to one, I won't say, or more yet, Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Junior Kelem, oh, somebody Tibuku to a near to soda. Oh, be a cream finance, so on that Bobo in that go in. Don't come out somewhere. Can they toss you, Mamika, way so soon? Case said, dear. Miana my Sergio Ramos or Ronaldo. We feel so free club with Monco. A do level beer, there was so yana why.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
And rap. A red woman who said Stefani Pioli dear on one cherry's relation in front of one uncle. Hey!
Not a do stage is Omontian qualify for champions.
What?
Asian Champions League. And just say Okoji League Omontimenji. Omontimenji trophies. But say qualification how many be Champions League and me when say almost quad way you crew on the for more Asian champion Omontimen.
Hey! King.
It is a Cristiano Ronaldo assembly.
This is saying what is the point? Oh no, he needs to leave because he came.
Because always can on the tour. So on sign we sign on to the same amount. And it's $200 million a year. Money the tours over for 1 year. One to America made it.
Obia Beji.
From Sal last week, he running in a training ground on your
Uncle Neninji.
So what it means is that and say and yes, see the deal and yes, or person sporting project. So far, project here on we next season on sign Copa Champions League. Asia one qualify. Ronaldo.
And projects now it's hard. And Hilali no. Omo winning be break chain El Nasa.
So we are now players now almost this year. Only individual players as an American about the 18 year. What the total Hila? What the total Ali? No difference because Hila. And yeah, first Fabinho money.
Fabinho Etihad.
Etihad, first. And yeah, Real Madrid. Now I'm on the fight in the conference. Strike here no was.
Why some now okay.
Make first Ali Bobo Ali. Sally Nabeje or Major Champions.
Okay.
And Etihad
League no. And he last next season or big.
He last this year because somebody masters. Anthony Bisa say Ivan Tony no figure me.
Players.
Ivan Tony ne John Duran. Ne nya the career. Into a money or John Duran or say Cristiano Ronaldo. This team into me confirm Copa Champions. Na omuda FIFA this season I think say no count me Ronaldo go for now so count me.
Oh
Yes, also count me because me when they say decisions in the be we take here man.
To say I want
decision now they call Nazar. Or both first season the year. I want an answer call fan Madrid. Always for players in Bra and then on for Wesley. Once Brazil for no buying.
Oh, Gabriel Munio Massa.
Jatin said on one Casan as a player. The first season and there's a go
won't say initially Hilal may call him first. So call Hilal and problem be any ho. What I say? The biggest club Hilal. Koko Hilal and Kasim Yidwe, and then answer for the buy no. Omunya big to sink of we. I don't decide this obeko. Knowing very well so so better place Eddie Amano. But Ronaldo call hono. Yes, I must admit, Otavio, good player.
Otavio.
Brozovic, good player. Enrique Laporte, good player. Sadio Mane, good player. Brazil, goalkeeper, Bento, good goalkeeper. I understand. But don't forget to say, El Nasa, speed, Hilal, and Etihad speedy times 2.
Place.
Oh, now N'Golo Conte, what the Otavio, but to N'Golo Conte.
N'Golo Conte.
Nyam Fabinho, N'Golo Conte. What the better to Brozovic, Otavio.
Maybe, so Brozovic and Otavio, almost no way standard. But I guess we will defeat for this season.
Oh, when they came, so I am not holding brief for them. See, my point is that Ronaldo was 97 goals in 109 games for El Nasa. individually, this is a good record. He has done his bit. Adeno emfa. There's a say level I saw the El Nasser drew or the drew. She said globally, Obo El Nasser, Obienim. She said El Nasser just is cross selling most of the European clubs. In terms of business aspect, he has taken them there. Born on Casa Bono die. Amfa. But my point is that Ronaldo keeps on drumming this conversation to us to say, oh no, enyesika. Minji Ronaldo di. Because Ken, say enyesika. Sporting Lisbon for one free your boyhood club. Almost say bra. What is stopping Ronaldo from going back if it is not about money? Because how many times?
Sporting Lisbon project, you know.
Oh, Victor Gyökeres on Betonwano. Omotona, they would want a striker. It is a Nyesika to say the Ronaldo. Portray the Amagin in a Nyesika. What is he staying at Saudi Arabia? League and Juan Obabebo. How much Champions League? What's why are they?
Saudi, in a matter of say 2 seasons, when you could spare $400 million.
Sikaria was $400
million. But as an investor, so bad.
Okay, I embarrass.
Because when to me and League, not want to qualify for Champions League or Saudi Arabia. Sporting Lisbon project, you know, no more by at least be a 1 season be.
Senior man.
Sporting coming here bad.
No, I'm Bobo, I'm a prepare the amount.
Europa League.
And again,
the decision is on person where see come back to.
Oh, okay. Instead of messing some Ronaldo coming in.
You are for your friend.
I need the honor, dear son. This is America. Send the entire Ronaldo, Messi, and Connie say, I want no tax never, no kai say. Shoot. Nasu if ye man one in say manisi kromobio. Inti ebi anunti na person be call back. What I say? Because Ken, when him say one another thing we are not looking at, say the more games are Ronaldo airborne, the more possibilities of me are reaching 1,000 games. Now without the Champions League, let's so about less number of games. Maybe I try to the Micho Yasi. Inti it makes it difficult. Ken, here Chelsea game in one and Manchester United game now. And you may be aside to me. Ken, I am not Beniaji, to be very honest. City, and I had the first club with you, or say, or you're willing to pay £30 million for Marco Cucurella. And a Brighton register. They wanted 50. Time at Chelsea call on a battle. Chelsea decided to pay 55. Ken, Marco Cucurella not or Brighton and not or Bob Papa. Now about as a left wing back, Omutimi Sabon as a left centre back. Mekai game against Man U. Aquano. Okwa na nim Koshego as a left centre back. Na football na to dey be asanity. Edrum Pempenso be 2 years ago. Chelsea supporters no, okwa social media no move boy no. Na sebi nenye se omotanu ball no ntimi mbo. Let me give you a reminder. What can I say? United for debate £2.5 million loan offer be the buy. Agree the behavior last minute and a deal, and go through because number one a cap tight. And the United for the offer Sergei Region. Ken, he nearly went to Manchester United, but a quiet boy where he was also out picture. All of a sudden, last season, he picked the form, went to the Euros. Played very well and was also twice during the season. Season way left back now Auburn. There's been times a coach Namana ball as an invented defensive midfield or to me ball as an invented number 8. Now, say Chelsea omo baller. Esansa wingers no any injuries near they affected Chelsea wing play no. Now say a table no name Madueke on the left. None Madueke left now, bono or a traditional left-footed players nibia or Kati in now original left one and papa biasa because the right no and shall I effective sir. It on a normal day no say I want number 3 and I want number 11 Sanama 3 near overlap. I was saying number 11 no eba inside the kakra sana ye etie. But essence Madueke. So invincible midfield 150 work crowd or you're ineffective in it is rather the job of Marco Cucurella, instead of overlapping, he will be doing the underlapping. So far, Ken, sa area hono, auto cross the money so it's not even defending well.
Exceptional cases in here. Or send defending better.
Exactly. I won't come on and maybe so now. No, sounds like Ken, boy, no say much respect.
And the same player about Chelsea first over.
And I make cannot say no be funny you. Confidence and say
respect
or the bobo
or somehow go to so who will be on fire
I obese Lindelof and Masrai in FIFA. He's been and what excited me was that the goal came from, in fact the assist was from the right back and the goal came from the left back. So Reece James in comedy. Debi America say right backs no. Your right backs are yanko ye nim attacking aspects no. Me very good. To say Joao Cancelo, to say Trent Alexander-Arnold, to say Hakimi.
Footballers are more and so area and you Pedro Neto Fabo. Coca Crabby, I'm going to stop here, then I shot like a crabby. Jawana, Shubaby and Marco Correa. Or Kobaka, Ubo said, not which they yet you. This player, Masrow.
It's impossible.
Then I think my nature for defending because now we 2 against 1.
It was because of ideally team year 4-2-3-1 biano. Baby I'm at week jina one necessary Cucurella jina and baby a Cucurella jina there was one at week jina.
And at Emma Cucurella near now your name one say quite fast team senses our space. What about more space now? On your striker, on your attacker, or your defender. But come first one, with me, you must say space here.
I shall. And again, you see, if you go back again, I'll tell you, say, Reece James was smart, go back. Because initially, Nanko bet me about Trivella cross, posse. What I say, until Nanko bet me about Trivella cross. And on this side, he said that we can't go back and come on say, crossing, he wanted to do it. But across here, Emfa. And this, you see, I say no, he wanted to do a cross, but not cross here, Emfa. And that's why I say Reece James has been brilliant. Then he realized, no, let me 10. Me 10 idea space now, I'll get it. And all these times, because he knew what he wanted to do. But just that's not first one, not Emfa. Into a 10 year, he knew very well, say Chelsea, I will overlook, I will soro against Madrid.
Say players bet me
Reece.
I
know
close.
A typical Ghanaian winger or Bessa Pajanity crab when we say or Bobo on the Afao. But on say, since now, your touchables, baby. Sometimes we'll be some place, no park into sometimes one fun 2 years. Tiana, maybe complaining to mama say park in your back in. Me pacho and never 3:30 here. Maybe I will be a Jai Deo and Never City and a Crystal Palace. Tough game.
Game where your harassment. Other matches are harassment.
Oh, over here, FA Cup final. Hey, now I'm off when you're commentary. Say, David, come on, snatch in your commentary.
Time that so name sponsors our road of music. Hey,
kid, FA Cup final.
Chelsea, the other
Hey, kid, what that remember, Mr. Hey.
And then was 2 wins near Badema Sa clubs, no. I'm a race in my very tight and I'm why shit. And it is a watch a league log, no, our Premier League now. Liverpool ready kind. Arsenal Tosumienu. Newcastle at Tosumi and so almost 66 points. Chelsea at Tosso 4th. Our 66 points. Aston Villa also our 66 points. And Manchester City was 65. Nottingham Forest was 62 points. And it is a watch a class way nana. Omun nana air try say. On bet ma qualify the UEFA Champions League next season. so amemu aye hyepa yi how a table na hyehyɛ aka Chelsea and Aston Villa one game no season na bewie e England other clubs need their come 2 games so as it stands now team be a be drop points bia no a big disadvantage at the mount how a ade na hyehyɛ no and then Aston Villa win Chelsea win no ma mo person mo qualify for UEFA Champions League next season no wow be drop a single point in pokra no a big disadvantage at the mount by kin enra game na me witness say you know ade a na ehia de ma Chelsea pan na mo ye no na Chelsea hia 3 points than anything because na nke bebo na wie na yes Chelsea entimi enya 3 points no e ba affect Chelsea on qualification for UEFA Champions League game ne ba wie na Manchester United for na dominate game no in terms of ball possession die onkura ball ne kese die onhu ball ne kese no ekode ma Manchester United. That's the reason why after 90 minutes Manchester United benya 53.4% of ball possession. Manchester United 9 ebeka ball ne nkwa 634. Obe pass ball ne nkwa 471 passes. Enti no game na ye boy no in terms of possession. Say yem pass ball yem kra ball na Manchester United ne nya ne kese. Nemum na Chelsea hia saade no. Na Chelsea hia possession. Chelsea for possession in yehwe. Na Chelsea hia win. Get the 3 maximum points. No make me try say on bet me a position of very well. Any idea Chelsea here. So Manchester United dominated possession. Chelsea also dominated the phases of play. Not Chelsea here say chance abeba na afem no bet match. Obe prevent Manchester United from scoring. And the end for Manchester United ne hu ball na kese. And for Manchester United ne dominated possession no. O team back or attack here between these two clubs are. Na your team friend say Chelsea. Big chances in the momo. Yen attack yen attempts kesiye equal ma Chelsea. At the end of the 90 minutes, was up preventing Manchester United from scoring. So enra Chelsea the most important thing and I can you know. Sa 3 points no na in here Chelsea than possession, na in here Chelsea than good football. And there was a Chelsea for 3 points no a team ball mabaso. By individually players be what many drama performance now on the field of play. Bako eye Caicedo performance enra odemaye. This season Caicedo na nkasa no. O ka Chelsea player bako a. Won se we tina na so this season pa na untimi ni Caicedo mfam free. Ye share game na se no, most especially after the first 50 minutes. Adia me hu yin ye say almost station Caicedo e wo baby a Manchester United e yo build up no. And the reason why you almost station Caicedo, oh baby, Manchester United, they build up. You say, or best stop Manchester United, say on to mean build it up, and to mean creating the needed chances are on pay. And then after 15 minutes, no, Caicedo stop Manchester United a lot of build up. Where the number of times I will cover spaces and grounds. Where number of balls will win free Manchester United players no at the time of Manchester United for a ball. And Mamu said this season, wakwa the focal points. And the Manchester, and the Chelsea Bobukuno, set Chelsea attack, set Chelsea a defender. The focal point, Akoya Brante, a friend, say, Caicedo. The physicality and the ball retention skills, no, and my cover pitch in the distance, ni be bree. And the Caicedo performance this season, make my catch or say, oh, ye Chelsea top 3 performance this season, na untimin bo players needing, Abra bet me Caicedo a film. And we're checking the performance, the numbers so nyai, and then the stars. Oka players are no more good permanent swap. Omutiminya possession and also minya passes into the final third than Caicedo. No single player and then passes into the final third than Caicedo 21 times. And Chelsea wakwa a deep midfielder or set to me the ball equal the final third, equal my pass a creative chance, which are very good. Because they say football now able to say no. Say we a defensive midfielder and you will do man in say who best to play by attacker what's to me contribute and they say Caicedo man Chelsea attacker or to me contribute or winning possession 12 times. Every Manchester United for her and to the ball winning ability no as I was so the tackles and for Caicedo and na the performance na was so and you talk of Reece James. Obi open football to football say and yet etniye. Abrante friend is Reece James. The problem when you know a series of injuries. Say any injuries are and can was a baby a Reece James said Bruno and can won be. But because of injuries, no, I'm Abrante any progression. Any baby also do ne level no abetire kakra say Reece James 100% fit na on the former arguably one of the best modern right backs a wobenya and I am de so wotie de ka Walker ekafa Reece James one ka Walker say offer no ka Walker or your right back offer Arnold now for Trippier now ka Trippier now come here Saboma ana unya Reece James the person o chere ne say Arnold na hoden pa no say wo surge forward ye wo mu miansa ni mo so ma hoden ba ko ne say o be defend ba wo ka abrante fan say Reece James a offer na ye attack a o influence ye defend a o influence enti wakwa akoye all round right back enti sa abrante ni say enye pra anka wo say baby a Reece James we duru no eno ahwe Reece James how otimi assist Kukureya e ma ni timi e share sa goal no at the time of J ball no sa 360-degree turn no enye player bia no betimi eye sa ade no se we player na unye intelligent a ontimi nya sa ade mpacho bie ma me at the time a Reece James J ball no ano ye sa 360-degree turn oye no ano ye the dink cross ye ka se player bi aye the dink cross a eye cross a eba eye soft and ye accurate and ye can the dink cross and no be and a Reece James ye so after the game and a Reece James say at the time of J ball no hu say we nya space and time enti area no the ball no beto no o gidie wo Kukureya mi say Kukureya epepem ball no e dia tum so something based on the kind no it seems normal practice with training grounds so what Reece James asem no kind na o say o J ball na hu say wo space and time no onim so the ball no to sa space so abrante friend say Kukureya ba bepem ball no so clearly enra me dey say Reece James gradually all picking the confidence neba and men pie bonne say next season e pra embetwe abrante we ensan san biem over 25 years old King say player be over 25 years and Cafe no cast we do the peak level banko phone is say Reece James we over just 25 years and to say nye pra Reece James here one of the best right backs Albania ever world football and Kukureya performance rightly as you said after Eus player back one modern ball and timber from Kukureya this season for Chelsea again my top 3 performers for Chelsea this season me the Kukureya beka ho because few players from match day 1 ebesine on modern drop for my Chelsea Kukureya eka ho bi how we very combative wiem how we making sure say we moving into the midfield everything is our midfield shape ni dia Chelsea how we elite man marker so we catch Kukureya say you play away free game man marking na Kukureya 8 years ade no and the defensive ability the technical ability and as I say Chelsea attack here or contribute a lot this season was just 7 goals in all competition and the Chelsea the best ever season in terms of numbers this season was just 7 goals and on ekenu ma sere sem kakre wo offer Chelsea team this season na the was goals kese pa no Cole Palmer oyi ni free one Nicola Nkukwaba Nicolas Jackson Madueke the 5th top scorer for Chelsea this season Abrante friend say Kukureya or the 5th top scorer at the Chelsea so Chelsea this season to me I believe Chelsea are there and Chelsea I personally person who Chelsea next season will UEFA Champions League I catch Chelsea just one game qualify for UEFA Champions League next season and now we know na very important at the Chelsea Oko Italy 2 teams and a battle for the Scudetto Napoli and Inter Milan se osha on table na aka 2 games na league na bewie Italy after 36 games Napoli was 78 points Inter was 77 points just a point and they separated Napoli then Inter Milan bobuku okay so this season Antonio Conte etim the Napoli di league na Metma Catro say leagues are what Europe nano. We be special the Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte akoti teams bebre. Wakoti teams ni bi e your magic league. By so team managing e the Napoli team we liga. We be special the Antonio Conte. And the reasons are simple. Antonio Conte be for Napoli bobuko no. Oluso the main midfielder in the shape of Zielinski. Ofribo Bokonim. On left back na oye the most reliable and the most experienced Oluso no Mario Rui Ofribo Bokonim. Oluso the top forward Victor Osimhen Oluso no player na eba wings a okura Napoli boboko no eye Kvaratskhelia olusu no enti ne left back welusu no welusu ne top midfielder welusu ne top winger elusu ne top striker every coach bia be struggle but the players okofa mo buy okofa Lukaku e de ne buy wakofa Scott McTominay Billy Gilmore David Neres sa players we na nkofo ndiomu ndi enti at the time okofa mo buy no na nkofo raise question say na se wo pese wo di league na players akesie fi bo boko ni ma why na wo replace him because when you Zielinski usi Billy Gilmore and Scott McTominay na mbese mfimfin ho by papa a friend is Antonio Conte etimi manage sa players we say no say o winning 2 matches na onye calculation wa di league no because the 2 matches are obebono so winning mienu pe against Parma weekend we now about against Cagliari o winning onye calculation Antonio Conte di league no and the reason why make us say so winning we are very special the man here say okofa Juventus no or the Juventus edge league 3 times Antonio Conte did Juventus edge league no check the quality and Antonio Conte at the time okofa Juventus a team I know what Gigi Buffon Bazzagli or Chiellini or Bonucci Pello Kodja Samuamo Tavares mo Paul Pogba mo say what is Juventus team way edge league why are there but because of the quality say what they dia umbrebe at the time about Chelsea or the Chelsea Belgian league you know check the materials and the Chelsea quality and the Chelsea from Courtois Aspilicueta David Luiz Aubameyang Eden Hazard Pelé Diego Costa mo o manage the omuji league and obefa Inter Milan team na owo a lot of quality players Di Ambrosio Vidal Brozovic mo sa squad no the omuji league by check the materials so you see on Napoli say team na ekura no say on Napoli na aka ni 2 games no team the league no ni 2 top Raspadori and Lukaku ne wing backs no Spinazzola and Napolitano and ebon wing backs no ne midfield Scott McTominay Billy Gilmore and Frank André Zambo enti say what check Antonio Conte teams our coach the league now we check the current Napoli team obeka say we in terms of quality no ebia form so team the omuji league na I believe sa league we be special e Antonio Conte and what say or your one coach or befa team irrespective of players available no obetima build a formidable side not their compete at the amount so Antonio Conte or share Parma no share Cagliari our league no and pressure will be on Inter Milan because we can wait Inter Milan saw another tough game against Lazio person mo qualify every UEFA Champions League Juventus Juventus was 64 points and Lazio no 64 points by Juventus at the 4th and Lazio defeat so say Lazio lose sa game we are a big advantage at the Juventus until Lazio entry Inter Milan yebeshe season as no na Inter Milan for target was to win the treble see your league ye Coppa Italia and ye UEFA Champions League you know enwa ye din kakra because they say Napoli for no advantage UEFA Champions League wa no homodin akọ final but bibie no we guarantee say okwa PSG and a Coppa Italia no so do semi final and say Inter Milan for so anya very careful with omo performance and the omo this season na ken omo anya very careful make ma trophyless so playing against Lazio I was it to my friend say Inter Milan say our regime so person di league I was so team share Lazio e wo fie so when to me and share Lazio na Napoli for win omo game e over for Inter Milan o remo transfers kakra Barcelona for wo ho ana offer biaba na offer na buy ni free England Aston Villa for and a day offer about Barcelona say Barcelona branch a friend say Ferran Torres omo Aston Villa for ne pen na omo kromus insem 42 million pounds and omo so omo pe Barcelona Ferran Torres 42 million pounds no o de buy euros 49.97 million euros so obeka say 50 million euros anisa Barcelona ekofa Ferran Torres for Manchester City in 2021 na 55 million euros tua kromenye ntue na wie efiti se Ferran Torres say Barcelona jesi season bia no upe player ba ko a ensemba no ho se yepese e turn free Barcelona Ferran Torres din ebem even at the start of the season now we can players at Barcelona for person mo ton mo na brand any ka hu bi By so what take a brand away this season the best ever season for Barcelona in terms of numbers. Because from 2021, ABC this season, numbers are Odiama Barcelona no. This season, kwa amount 19 goals, amount 7 assists. So in terms of goals contribution for Ferran Torres, no, amount 26 goals contribution this season. The best awenya so far, Odiama Barcelona. Barcelona top scorers no, or so third. Onye main number 9, onye a regular starter, say obi a 100% fitter. So based on the numbers, anytime I wait to enjoy this season, no, Ferran Torres ain't fair badly at all. Mijitu say Barcelona next season, I was say omu movie a step further. Now omu yi omu than the omu in this season, no. And say next season Barcelona main target is to win the UEFA Champions League. Because after dominating the Spanish Premier La Liga, Copa del Rey and a Super Cup, Super Cup no Spain, no. I was say Barcelona omu say omu Copa Champions League. Say Barcelona betima the Champions League. I was say omunya additional quality. So definitely Barcelona be 1 or 2 signings. By say what check the Ferran Torres in this season now. Can I believe say Brantie no on merit say Okasa project with him. Say what this season na you made awa ye diama Barcelona. Barcelona success story this season untimi ni Ferran Torres din free. Most especially Barca akwaje Copa del Rey no. He was the main guy. Ono na she goals na do na diama Barcelona. In the absence of Lewandowski, those Ferran Torres a top center forward here, but they will be to my Kakrano or the Barcelona. So in the performance this season, on merit say, or can the project at Barcelona be in the next season? But in case as a Barcelona a turn, now Barcelona ever offer a striker, and I say a forwarder or no what's throw say Ferran Torres there, understandable. Because the Ferran Torres echo, not the Urbano, or no what's throw as a Ferran Torres, me sure Barcelona fans in Casa. But in a case, say, dear Orban Ferran Torres, dear saying, dear, and no dear, me want to say, it make sense, say, Oberton Ferran Torres. So, Ferran Torres this season, can I believe or merit to say, or can the project of Barcelona because what perform very well at the Barcelona this season. Unique football for Eddie Abetu just say. Story about Bonting, about Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City, Liverpool say omo de kra tabo ma so ye say omo pe Rodrygo nukre bi ani. On say unique football. On ano Nicolo Junior. Nicolo Junior and representing Rodrygo, Real Madrid for any Brazil for player no. Na Nicolo Junior de abeto abonten say enye nukre. Chelsea fan by so omo pe no. Arsenal fan by, Liverpool fan by, Man City fan by. So nukre bi ani. Ken me a Real Madrid fan. Nukre. Rodrygo no ho no. This season amfa. Enyo no nko Vinicius Junior mo ne Real Madrid 4 players bebre this season amfa. Madrid person mo compete next season. Say o person o compete next season na ye ma Rodrygo nko. Ye ma nenko.
You be in position. You was Xabi Alonso ba. O ma nko. Rodrygo are ready so change.
Okay.
Rodrygo so you play so change.
Men no ya bi.
Nti otena wa ma de be feel. And a coach in the Benya, obey me on who you obey me days are falling line.
Ediabo. Obi
same 4 years and balance.
Obi a playing time. By penny for say Casade Emma Bato.
He's a Brazilian international Casade. That's why he started.
Also, yes, started by how I obey manage your mono very important. Because when you're Real Madrid now so person competing for next season, I don't know also lose who key players to be. And we shouldn't forget, and I said me say other boys no more Real Madrid no me far better than Rodrygo. No. Bona Vinicius Junior omne Jude Bellingham ne Mbappe mo bono. Maybe on be wo mani min asen ne de. By o ka say emutua de bi emu ntwe sa. Enti to me person Real Madrid for maintaining and also mo keep Rodrygo. Season we na nko yi a. Next season betima ko yi. Maybe say Xabi Alonso no oba ni pokra no or special role the man. Betima ba say Xabi Alonso was special role because Xabi Alonso no ken. He is a modernist.
Okay.
Xabi Alonso or a modernist. And the current man here modernist no. We see idea from Jose, from Carlo, from Pep. Every single coach Benitez. Xabi Alonso na say quote is oma quoting ni nyina no. We see idea fi obi awo. Obi a strength to abefa. So in terms of man management, we see fi Carlo Ancelotti. In terms of being pragmatic, we see fi Jose. In terms of being idealistic, we see fi Pep. into one coach or in between. He's a modernist coach. So how to manage all these players? I believe Jabi Alonso beat my side. So Real Madrid for a person who competing for next season. Maybe when they say I'm on try no monkey keep Rodrygo because a brand new way of former or add a lot of value. Our Real Madrid teams and you be as a among these 4 teams, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea. Obetimabo baby teams ni na obetimabo.
It depends baby person, kone baby to person.
Na so
because a trophy they are so ultimate pass na.
So trophy no dey.
Say trophy na.
Okay, the enemy dey so
Arsenal you want trophy na.
Oh, the kakaka.
Recently you must na trophy.
Oh, I know dey. Say the only say asema.
Me your shock is Ateta Ebeka Arsenal amazing season. Because of somebody with semi-final of the Champions League.
I know the honey.
Somebody a club is a level club.
Yeah, but I see.
Because we do semi-final of the Champions League. Or Madrid. An amazing season. That was.
Maybe where no use you Anna na kakra. But maybe some person say at least omo akọ many as compared to last season.
Everybody else say the team is City.
Yeah, City.
I want to wait to compete.
Yeah, because our constituency anchor right wing on there.
You said Doku do better no. Doku ne one never left you. Jack Grealish. Just so between.
So Kokra you say right wing on Kromun said they need.
Obi about Madrid. You saw about City. Said City ground so we have a party ground.
Oh, sanka on Bishia no mo dey to my set form.
Eni say ya se dan kwa. I was a Manchester United players no. Traveling supporters no mu di omo chi Chelsea game no. I was saying komu tua obi a sika o de fa car. Hotel o be dae. Any ticket or toy. Omo di disca no mo di tua ma supporters no.
Big.
Ken, honestly speaking, so about this kind of football. They be a supporter neighbor onim say nye. Onim say wonya de. Onim say wontimi nhye. But obenye odo adi wachi. Etu kwa free Manchester. So obalande no aba be ball no. E was also down odo adi de kire no.
Jomuntues come from.
Omuntua supporters ni sika mo. The supporters that were coming. New Manchester United team ntimi nhye.
Just United supporters omu di team na je omu nim say omu kwa omu ntimi.
Oh, omu Premier League mu. Omu nim say omu ntimi nkonko hye. Anything that no am catch us say Chelsea and Manchester United me am te hey e be ya me nwanwa me hu say Chelsea nye serious for person about Champions League next season because clearly Manchester United are chair say Premier League ni there omo hu say de ombeye bia no niam ankon kan fa Manchester United it was a players no e pay supporters ne back by doing that because say de bia obe lose de bia enkoyi na supporter be nye odo de adi wo chene ken enye easy to come by. Statistically, what my the last 18 Premier League matches are Manchester United above on Winnie B. Manchester and Winnie B. Last 8 Premier League matches. We lose 6, no 1 draw 2. In the last 8. But still, supporters when you mujidi say yes, she had the animal. You dimochia baba support more. You have to pay them back. Can let's tell Ruben Amorim. Say yet their honeymoon period never over. So team decided say or high coach or for coaching based on the previous performance. Or club and a womb. Say you coach, say you player. Or share your way in the past now. Oh, general so the amount opportunity. Some brand team will never be coach if man. It will show Ruben Amorim in the Portuguese league. The things he had done with Sporting Lisbon. No, so far so be a bigger opportunity. Or Kofa Sporting Braga. In the first 13 matches. As a coach for Sporting Braga. Now, one a cup final, Portuguese cup final, only FC Porto. Can no share Porto no J.S.A. Capro. Or the Braga kwa away kwa share Benfica. Or my Braga their first win against Benfica in 65 solid years. These were records, sir. Let's just clearly oborn homoding. And a Sporting Lisbon Cocofano. Sporting Cocofano no. Ken, I love coaches omu colleague moi. Omu making sure say at least Ebia baby am gina ni team ni be wo form kakra compared to other big clubs. But me build a project. E dey am me ho. Na me dey aye bibi. He built the Sporting Lisbon team. That duopoly and Benfica and Porto enjoy e Portuguese league nim no. Obebreki no. On my Sporting Lisbon their first trophy in 19 years. League trophy. 19 solid years. Obeji a league trophy and my Sporting Lisbon. As we speak, a league I just say mo no mu nyina coach wo mu da. No one bomb home again, which is the Portuguese league.
Onu nekita the longest unbeaten streak 32 matches. Our Portuguese league anymore. It is a coach yes anyama we nyina awia. Obehia so obenya a bigger opportunity no dey actually dey won before Manchester United they found the number in November this season. No about 11 matches. Our Portuguese league anymore. No a winning mako 11. 33 points. 100% record in November and another about Manchester United. And after he left, the last 5 matches, and after the first 5 matches, and that's sporting for Abono. No more losing 4. And almost started to almost come with him. Someone just says, oh, John at that moment. And the performance not dying. I was Portuguese league. He needed a bigger platform, and Manchester United are very new. Today, as we speak, the entire America say their honeymoon period be over, and they say, well, Juma now here was Sporting Lisbon, no way. You are in a new club, but people are not talking because of your first season. Manchester United supporters say Eric Ten Hag and when he was leaving, now Man United the 14th. It's on Yadi poor. The worst Manchester United are dying in the Premier League season, 8th. But as we speak, Manchester United are going to chim you at the 16th. It's a Ten Hag and Yadi now on no, that 14th for no. And this 16th they are here better. Clearly, 14th is way better than 16th. The only difference between Manchester United this season and the 1930-31 season now United call relegation. Okay, I say Manchester United don't call relegation this season. That is the only difference. Probably Manchester United worst season in the Premier League era. But everybody is quiet. Nobody is talking because we be a fan saying yes your first season. It's the honeymoon now we enjoy no. Excuses now supporters now can say creative man no. And yet they become after this season. To Ruben Amorim infantuni trim. So next season omuram na niema ko say ya the Manchester United supporters are not going to talk. The old players who sit on radio and TV every day, they are not going to keep quiet. They are always going to talk because at the end nya enye but obia can not too because of first season ni. Ken Chelsea coach our friend is Enzo Maresca. I can say me na na papa na kano in the post match na. I say Chelsea in some trophy bebree. I drink that so you almost say Chelsea to say Chelsea maybe a criminal. But Entesa, they are building something and they are in the right direction. It will be a new mujidi. Me fan and some no kind of analyze it. If you say send some trophy, don't want to feel say Chelsea to say Chelsea in the past, and you no cray. In the past, not Chelsea could do so no kwakoto player. You be who Chelsea or kwakoto Didier Drogba de naba. And Nicolas Jackson a Chelsea striker. Won't be falling to Didier Drogba. No way. Caicedo mo bobo the match Chelsea, yes, they are doing very well. But in the past, Chelsea kwakoto player, sa position na Michael Essien mo na baba bebo. And the match Chelsea bobo ko. And won't be convince me. Say player friend say Caicedo profile. How they ba Chelsea. And even the performance of the match Chelsea Michael Essien there. Debbie recently Limpo. And at Chelsea the mo ben Champions League no mo jibi no. You N'Golo Kante no mo boss our position no. Caicedo hasn't rose to the level of N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante ba Chelsea with the profile. No a Premier League winner with Leicester City. And now about Chelsea bobo ko dem. It even before his coming, profile our day ban performance this status and our day ban. And also the change Caicedo no. And Enzo no no mo Chelsea 51 on there. It we have seen players at Chelsea ato in the past. Players from about Chelsea in the past. John Terry nom. William Carvalho nom. Can you compare these players? Chelsea centre back to these names. It is a no. It is a 20 bianim. Sa Chelsea level no per player omoto. Any idea no. Omo change direction and quality they drop it. Chelsea FM. We admit that. But so because I remember omujidia. Me share project now o ye na o ka ho asem no. Trust is supposed to be earned. Dia wo be ye. And be ma me menya omujidie. Enya wo na wo be ka tell me say bra na be gi me di na me ye adwuma soronko bi da bi. Time Ajaje club must say so mo ye adwuma o Mainz 05. Borussia Dortmund with limited resources. Omo build the project to a certain point. Not dominance about Munich room kita. Our Bundesliga ni no. Omo baba be break your room. No ma be di league back. Then people will get to see say adwuma ya papa ye do so fatase e man support because actually kita no. Wo social de kase man obetimi aye. Na trust na open no. Asha se ba. We've seen coaches to say Diego Simeone building projects to a certain level. Atletico Madrid. Almost building by do a certain stage. Duopoli and Barcelona. Any Real Madrid no more enjoy. They be no more just Spanish La Liga. You share season na se permanent favorites no. Obe breaking you know about be fam no obeji league ne baako. Then the supporters, everybody in and out around the club gets some confidence and trust no. E papa na adwuma na or any project or building him. Pep Guardiola ba Manchester City. Adwuma wa ba be I build the trust. And then Arsenal supporter ebi omo nye titles. But a lot of these supporters our trust to ateta mu. Say project na all building obenya striker ba ko bi. A finisher ba ko bi. Aba be ka ho any other touches say with team ni mu. That team na peke possibly trophies ne be chance yes eba. Enti Enzo Maresca our first season here. All to top players, all build the team. Young players now, to young players are almost 7 years and 8 years. So we have seen that clearly. All build a project towards a direction. Be a nim, say na Chelsea nam. But for you to call for trust, there be. And was so year Jumano. Now project in the chance yes so about. Now Chelsea is on the verge of qualifying for the Champions League. And possible. Say Chelsea verge Conference League. Me jitum say Conference League this. But I want na Chelsea wo. Wako pieke to mumpo de se wantimi anya ye be sa kasa se Conference League ke Chelsea antimi anya and also person ko Champions League. These are the kind of things you have to do to build that kind of trust. Open your free supporters in some for and ya wo na obaba beka. It is going to be end based on the kind of works you are doing for Chelsea. And the papa nen kana nuntum now on focusing on your adwuma mfa Chelsea bo boko no gidie na o hwehwe no se supporters nan kasa hu se coach dey go the right direction or dey am the right track so a omo na betu aba be di wachi enya wo na wo be frɛ kini the Italian Serie A are highly competitive with 2 matches to go. Nyame ya do machina Inter Milan will get an opportunity say alternative no ball Lazio. We had the kind of quality Inter Milan wo ball am on this particular season. Seems like Lazio no and found no ambition shouldn't be a threat for Inter Milan Boboko no. In a sense that so here Inter Milan Boboko na baby Ojina say no. Onu na chase the league title. Ah obepe so baba be lead you log ne so. Now what overtake a team my friend is Napoli. It is only akwanya na wo tenafie. Na Napoli kwa away a was so making sure say at least over fast our points no. The akwa to Napoli the wo as an Inter Milan team ken enya wasem. You focus on all performance. E wo fie. Already this season almost share twice. Baku e wo league mu. Baku in the Coppa Italia quarterfinals. Wa she ni 2-0 Baku. And a league ni mu no kwa away. Aye Lazio home. Their biggest defeat this particular season. E kwa share ni 6-0. The players are very confident. So traveling away against Lazio, both of you kwa share ni 6-0. Now how much more will feel? Every player on matter this particular season for Inter Milan should make sure they are going to give their A game. Player be available and put it up in the best. No more fan for the 3 maximum points. Napoli on the other hand, not so kwa Parma. Parma nina ye. That is very true. But yes, Krama be any day component jelly fee. Eti Parma ebo home no. Ono ne ntena fie. Say Napoli team nem na no 4 points just like that. Eti Inter Milan ye ne niema ye wo fie a e be play advantage to him. Napoli on the other hand nso so no has gotten that kind of good form in their last 5 matches Omabo. The last game Omabo and ending in a draw. 4 others and ending in a win for them. Until consistently say you home say yeah we almost picking the points. And baby Drew no more picking at the right time.
Okay.
E will league anymore. And I believe say quality amount to show e will league him this particular season. And then the kind of experience our coach friend say Antonio Conte wono. I feel say he has to win the league for a team my friend say Napoli. And see that crucial game nyame ya do mechana against Parma ewa away no all the quality players Scott McTominay no this particular season ball Omabo Romelu Lukaku no and so performance and the man Napoli Boko should come to bear. No more making sure say on be pick a points you know and so the amati my friend said Napoli and you know 1 point between the two ebia now after no say table no be say sadia na ebia na sadia kwa di Inter Milan afem but me nya sure say Antonio Conte ni mrante ne beti ase ama na sesa still na nya far for bridge because we be able to be asi enti but I feel that Antonio Conte experience any ball on about this season And they said the last game of boy or Tenefie now about draw no or repeat that mistake in this particular game against Parma. Possibly 2 teams in Yanabe winning. Now you're trying the last game with Italian Serie A animal to decide the fate of these 2 teams.
Well, let us say, Biggie.